Got a minute? It's all you need tonight when Filter counts down your favorite quick fix games. Park that keister and drop that clicker. We're coming at you now. Filter, the top 10 pop culture countdown show that isn't afraid to point fingers, name names, and break wind at the dinner table. Excuse me. I'm Diane Mizoda, and tonight I've got all the time in the world. Your Filter Raider picks are all quick fix favorites. Those games you can pick up and play whenever you have a few minutes to kill. You won't find a lot of RPGs on a list like this. Quick fixes are more about running mazes, collecting coins, and kicking your opponent's can to the curb. Itching for a quick dose of gaming goodness? Then gorge yourself on these instant gratifiers that provide all the thrills of a Final Fantasy cutscene without the potential loss of social interaction. So pop a couple Ritalin, drink a Jolt Cola, and take a deep breath as we count down your top 10 quick fix games. How come all the brawling brutes in number 10 Street Fighter Anniversary Collection insist on roughing it up on the street? Don't they know pedestrians are forbidden on the road? Let's hope they at least choose to scuffle on designated crosswalks.
Street Fighter is just such a great classic. It doesn't matter which version of Street Fighter you have except for the movie game. Even though you haven't played the game in years, all these special moves will just come out of the back of your head, back into your brain, and you'll remember and you're kicking ass.
Street Fighter 2 is by far my favorite Street Fighter of all time. Or was it Street Fighter Alpha 2? No, it was Super Street Fighter 2. Actually, never mind. I like Virtua Fighter. Some people kickstart their day by gulping down a cup of joe. Others peruse the daily paper. Me? I like to begin each morning watering my garden with fresh blood from crushed carcasses in number 9's Mortal Kombat Deception.
Mortal Kombat specifically, I think people get drawn towards it being so violent. It's a change of pace. You get that satisfying fatality at the end. Once you completely own somebody already in the fight, you get to pretty much disgrace them at the end.
I don't condone performing fatalities unless you've received some sort of certificate in decapitation. Professionals only, please. Sure, I might be an amazingly gifted television host, but my talents don't stop at my striking good looks and whimsical wit. No, they don't! That's right, I'm also a proficient painter. Well, if you count my radiant rainbows and number 8's Kirby Canvas Curse.
You don't have to learn complicated controls about, what moves, what jumps, what does that. You have a stylus and you can draw lines, and as soon as Kirby starts moving, you're like, oh, I get it. If I draw a wall, Kirby bounces off. If I do this, Kirby goes this way. It's just really easy to understand the concept of the game.
Cruelly cursing Kirby and canvases is kinda a concoction of craziness, if you ask me. But I guess you didn't. Now slow down a second. Cool your jets there, Space Ranger. Take a little you time. Stop and smell the roses. Or go buy a DVD or check out a new band. In other words, yo, check this out. There are two things certain in this world. The threat of global warming and rock and roll. Out this week on iTunes is the new single Ride from the band Presence, whose new album drops in January. Check out presencemusic.net for more info and be prepared to get mud stomped by The Rock! Also dropping in stores this week is the maxi single by my boy Swan. Too Fine features 3 different mixes, bonus tracks, and a second disc DVD. Visit swanmusic.com for more details. Bartender, why ain't there no Hennessy in my Coke?
Just do what y'all come to do. If you want me to bring this party to you, just do it. Get 'em up, from side to side.
What happens when famous Hollywood actors fade out? Drugs. Yes, but not Corbin Burnson. Instead of taking a long ride on the white horse, Corbin decided to write and direct his own films. His debut feature-length movie Carpool Guy hits DVD stores this week.
He graces us with his presence.
What's it gonna take, Joel?
Sorry, ma'am. Traffic was brutal. Blah, 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 blah. It doesn't help that you live halfway to Jupiter, Joel. Maybe one day you'll consider moving back to a planet, say, Earth, that can sustain life. Not to mention reality.
Out this week on DVD is the movie that is solely responsible for creating Brangelina, Mr. and Mrs. Smith, which stars good old Brad and Angelina Jolie. What do you know?
Your aim's as bad as your cooking, sweetheart.
Well, somebody has a fan on IMDb. Just listen to what KPasa96 has to say about Carpool Guy. This movie was great from start to finish. I mean, terrific. It just goes to show that soap stars can do anything just as good, if not better, than anyone in Hollywood. Well, KPasa, if you think soap stars are great actors, wait till you see John Walsh and me on Broadway next season in Death of a Salesman, featuring Adam Sessler as Biff. Don't go out just yet for walkies. Nintendogs is next as Filter's Quick Fix Countdown continues. Welcome back to Filter's Quick Fix Countdown. The Nintendo DS is great for passing time while you're, say, waiting in line, but you don't want to get too involved in some epic RPG because the blood bank could open any second and you've got plasma to sell. That's what's great about our next title. Give it a little scratch behind the ears and your Nintendog is one happy pup. They're cute, they're cuddly, they're insanely adorable, and they won't use your carpet as a urinal. That's right, they're Nintendogs. And I don't care which breed you choose, it deserves the 7th spot.
It's the whole Tamagotchi virtual pet paradigm where, you know, you're doing something that's not really a game. Somehow you're entertained, even though it's pretty stupid to be treating like a little digital picture of a dog like a real dog. And in the end, though, you shut it off. You're like, yeah, that was fun.
I'd like to train my dog more in obedience tricks, but I have reservations about yelling, "Get down!" and "Roll over" in public, especially at the bank. I had a dream that I had an evil sister named Warren. She was evil, and my parents locked her up in the attic for years. Then one day she came out and started making us play stupid games where you try to pick your nose and stuff. Maybe I was just playing too much WarioWare, which, by the way, is your number 6 pick this week.
WarioWare is all about the ADD generation, people who can't even last 5 seconds doing something that their attention span is drawn to something else. So it's like lightning flashes of mini games.
Hold up, I'm not ready to read this VO yet. I have more nostrils to shove this finger into. There are only 2 women in the world who can eat constantly and look great, and I hate them both. First is Kate Moss, and the second is Ms. Pac-Man. Ms. Pac-Man may not look like a supermodel, but hey, she's a Fedra-free. She's also your choice for number 5.
Yeah, it's just instantly fun. It's one of those things I don't even think you can really define. Ms. Pac-Man is just fun, and you play it, and everybody likes to play it because it's so easy.
It's a nice, goalless experience that you can just jump into, and you don't feel bad about stopping.
Come to think of it, Ms. Pac-Man may not be the best role model. She has a pretty compulsive dot-eating problem. I mean, geez, show some restraint, lady. Say you're sitting at home waiting for your date to arrive. Quick fix games are perfect for a situation like that because those girls charge by the hour. But whether you're playing for hours, minutes, or even just a few seconds, you want your games to look their best. That's when I turn to Canada's greatest export since Labatt's, Han Choi from G4 TV Labs for the best LCD monitors in this week's Tech Toss-Up.
So with the new Xbox 360, all the games are going to be in high definition. So to make full use of it, make it look really good, you're going to need a high-def display to go along with it. So here's 2 options for around $1,000. This is a ViewSonic N2750W. It's a 27-inch widescreen LCD. The beauty of it, it's got a ton of connections. You got DVI, VGA, 2 components, and your standard connections as well. That means you can connect your Xbox 360, a high-def tuner, and a computer all at the same time. But the most important thing is image quality, and that includes color accuracy and detail. With video, I didn't notice any breaks or any artifacts in the images. And with color accuracy, the ViewSonic does a pretty good job across the board. There's no oversaturation. But my only complaint is the black levels. The backlight tends to overblow the dark tones, so it's not as dark as you'd expect. If you're looking to pick up this 27-inch ViewSonic, it'll cost you $1,000. This is a Hyundai HQL 320WR. It's a 32-inch LCD, so it's 5 inches bigger than the ViewSonic. But there's a few problems with it. There's no DVI connector, and the VGA and component connections use the same audio channel, so you're not going to be able to connect, say, an Xbox 360 and a high-def tuner at the same time. When it comes to image quality, Hyundai does a decent job. Video tends to look really smooth, there's no tearing or artifacting. But when it comes to color accuracy, the Hyundai tends to oversaturate the red. So even things like white fluffy clouds tend to have a tinge of red in it. If you're looking to pick up the Hyundai HQL 320WR, it'll cost you $950. After spending time with both of these televisions, I'd have to go with the ViewSonic. Fine, it's 5 inches smaller than the Hyundai, but the image quality and the flexibility of connections is a must-have in this high-definition world.
I'm really glad tech reporter John Walsh spends so much time at home browsing the web. It keeps him out of my bushes and stops him going through my garbage. And I love that he has his little friends online to chat with and God knows what else. But seriously, hasn't this MySpace thing gone just about far enough?
Dear Tom, since you're on my MySpace friends list, I thought I'd ask, can I borrow $50 and bone your old lady? Our number 3 MySpace profile this week. Before you get any ideas that Captain Badass is some sort of weirdo loser, let's get one thing straight. It's his mom who lives with him, not the other way around. We'll address the unitard and the fondness for teen beauty pageants in another lecture. And at number 2, what's your favorite John Saxon performance? Enter the Dragon, Nightmare on Elm Street, Cannibal Apocalypse? Or how about when he played a vampire on Starsky and Hutch? Whatever it is, the master thespian of the Midnight Marquee finally has his own MySpace fan group. Good thing, too. I've been so lonely since I quit the Rucker Hauer fan club for personal reasons. And our number 1 MySpace profile of the week, what's up, Jersey? Diaper Kev is a fun and single guy from South Jersey near Exit 1 on the New Jersey Turnpike with several interests and hobbies. Nice. You know, the Garden State has a bad rep these days. People need to know that there are guys like Diaper Kev out there who is straight and healthy and has had wedding accidents since he was little. Peace in him out, and that, America, is all you need to know.
Some people say he crosses the line, but I'm not sure he even knows what a line is. Got a site to share? Send us the link at nettoknow@g4tv.com. We've covered furries, inflation fetishists, and now diaper lovers. Frankly, I'm frightened of what you'll send us next. But hey, Filter is your show. I'll deal. I can learn to accept your, let's call them, quirks, and treasure your many good qualities. Coming up next, yes, the greatest Japanese export since Pat Morita, Katamari Damacy. It's up next as Filter's Quick Fix Countdown continues right after this.
I guess a quick fix games, probably a racing game or so. I guess you do a few tracks. I guess it's you start all over and the same tracks over and over again.
Grand Theft Auto Vice City, like I just pick it up, walk around, get in a car, or run over people. You know, something fun. It's like 2 minutes. If I get tired, I just switch to something else.
I play the Colts Steelers sometimes. Play a quick game, 2 or 3 minutes. Just a little warm-up, just to warm up. And then I guess I just switch teams. So that I could get more challenges, because every team is different when you play them. That's about it.
Welcome back, Coffee Achievers, to Filter's countdown of your favorite quick fix games. I know you've heard me say this before, so I'll be as brief as I can. Oh my God, I love Katamari Damacy so much. It is so awesome, it rules, and if you don't like it, you're a weirdo, so go out and buy it now because it is the coolest game ever. There, thank you for indulging me. If I had tried to keep that in, I don't know what might have happened. Frankly, I don't see why this is a quick fix game, because once you pick it up, you probably won't want to stop playing until all the pixels in your flat screen go dead. Evidently, some of you have a little more self-control than I do in this particular area. Don't let it go to your head. Number 4's Katamari Damacy is so refreshingly simple any virgin gamer can safely get their palms sweaty without the fear of getting lost in clunky controls and confusing menus. Well, that's assuming that they have 2 fingers and the ability to move them. Then they can roll over crap. Lots and lots of crap.
You're rolling around picking trash up, and you just keep doing it, and it becomes addictive to keep doing it. It's one of those games that it's not very cerebral. Like, you don't have, like, a lot of requirements to get into it.
Oh, if only taking out the garbage was half as fun as rolling over it with a big old sticky alien ball. This classic noggin stumper falls into a special place in my heart, and if you move the block to the right, no, your other right. To the right, I said. What is wrong with you? Oh, forget it, blockhead. Tetris is at number 3.
I find that every time I pick up Tetris, it is very easy to pick it up and start, and you just can't stop once you start going. I mean, nothing really changes either. You're just kind of trying to clear these things away, and before you know it, you're stuck playing for hours.
Thanks to Tetris, not only have I achieved eternal happiness through feng shui, but I've also become quite versed in Russian classical music. Well, it was bound to happen sooner or later. John Walsh is at that age where he's starting to ask those birds and the bees questions. And honestly, I don't feel qualified to address those issues. Let me rephrase that. I don't want to address those issues. Not on a dare, nuh-uh. I'll leave it to the professionals, like TV sexpert Sue Johansson. Actually, I'm really uncomfortable with this whole segment. May I be excused for a few minutes?
And now, a phone conversation with John Walsh.
I beg your pardon?
Hello, dear John.
Good morning, Sue. How are you?
Oh, you've got a great television voice.
Well, thank you very much.
Oh, now that is really good. I like it.
Gee, thanks. What would you say to guys who are, like, really shy around girls?
Oh, I forgot to put that in the cavity.
Not to change the subject too radically, but I understand you have some sex toys there.
Oh, I do?
Yeah.
I thought you'd never ask.
Bless you. Now, are these toys that you developed?
Yes.
Oh, cool.
We spent the summer. Oh, it was a good summer.
Oh, but are these dishwasher safe?
Dishwasher safe, every one of them.
Wow.
Pull them, throw them in.
Nice.
Put them in the cutlery drawer.
Oh, okay,
Take
yeah.
the batteries out first, okay?
Wouldn't that be a nice surprise when you come to carve the Thanksgiving turkey?
Oh, hi, Grandma.
I understand there's a rabbit there?
This is actually the dolphin, but it works very much like the rabbit. So when the batteries are in it, this turns around, but there's vibrations here.
Uh-huh.
Because this, you know, there's not much, at the top of the vagina, there's no nerve endings.
Right.
This doesn't feel much, but down here, ooh, that's where the action is. Ooh. Thank you very much, John.
Thank you, Sue. You were great. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Is it over? Can I look now? Okay. Well, now we're approaching a climax of a different sort. The Filter Face-Off is up next, but first, let's shake our groove things to this week's top iTunes downloads brought to you by Dentine.
iTunes are my tunes this week. Let's check out their top electronic downloads. Daft Punk are here again just one more time. They're at 5th. And Crazy Frog leap into 4th with I Like to Move It. Like you've never wanted to. Prodigy's Smack My Bitch Up is 3rd. Crazy Frog Warts Are Hard to Shake. So are their songs. Axel F is 2nd. And Imogene Heap is hiding and seeking the top spot this week.
Welcome back to Filter's countdown of your favorite quick fix games. You picked them on the Filterator at g4tv.com, and here's how your top 10 shapes up so far. Exactly how does one fight a street? Street Fighter Anniversary smacks up our countdown this week at number 10. Number 9 scores an impressive flawless victory on the limb-lobbing Mortal Kombat Deception. Poor Kirby. Even with a snazzy DS game, the anthropomorphic pink puffball is cursed to the number 8 spot. The cuddly pups from Nintendogs use their mesmerizing cuteness to wow number 7 into submission. Don't blink, you might miss WarioWare at number 6. Ms. Pac-Man managed to gobble up half the competition. She's at number 5. Katamari Damacy rolls right on over number 4. Looks like Tetris just couldn't fit into the top spots. It filled up number 3. I wonder how baby Luigi would do against the Intimidator Dale Earnhardt in a real kart race. Tragically, we'll never know. But in happier news, we'll find out how Mario Kart Double Dash stacks up against Soulcalibur 2 in this week's Filter Face-Off. Do your thumbs work for the thrill of speed or the strength of steel? Let's find out in this week's Filter Face-Off as Mario Kart Double Dash throws the brass knuckles on Soulcalibur 2. I I don't care if Fran Mirabella III gave it a 7.9. If I'm looking for a quick racing duel, there's nothing better than Mario Kart Double Dash.
I did give it a 7.9 out of 10 on IGN, and kids and adults, Mario fans, did not like that. But you know what? The fact is that Mario Kart is a great series, period. And yeah, it's like such a great multiplayer game, and I think that's what makes it a great quick fix game.
You know, girls love to fight instead of a long-winded fight about how you don't listen. Try 3 rounds from Soulcalibur 2.
Some people will say that Soulcalibur 2 is so popular because you can button mash your way to victory. And, you know, to a certain extent, yeah, you can get away with it. It doesn't always work, but once in a while, you can just give the controller to a newbie and they'll just go, you know, that's it. Soul still burns, he wins.
So, what will it be? A mad mushroom-tinged dash? Or a kingdom of gladiatorial swashbucklers? Welcome to the stage of mystery.
I love Soulcalibur 2. Anybody can get into that, and it's got a great cast of characters with really cool weapons, and I think that that's one of the big appealing things about that game.
So you guys chose the violence over the speed. I don't blame you. It's more fun to beat people up than leave them to eat dust. That's just the way it is. And so the SS Filter steams into port at the end of another wondrous journey. We're kind of like the Love Boat in a way. Only you won't find Charo on our Lido deck. In fact, we don't even have a Lido deck. But don't let that stop you from voting on the Filterator, posting on the message boards, or checking out some show clips at g4tv.com. Until next time, I'm Diane Mizoda, and if it ain't quick broke, then don't quick fix it.